Hello everyone, this is Shukesh once again, and today I'll be comparing these new Samsung devices. On my right hand side I have the new Samsung Galaxy J5 2016, which is priced at around 14,000 Indian rupees, and on my left I have its bigger brother Galaxy J7 2016 priced at 16,000 rupees, that is 2,000 rupees more. Looks like these two devices are just identical with slightly bigger display on the J7, but you will be shocked to see how different they are as far as performance is concerned. The J7 is 5.9mm taller, 3.7mm wider, and interestingly 0.3mm slimmer. As you know, the screen size on the J7 is 5.5 inches, whereas you are getting a 5.2 inches screen on the J5. So for one-handed users, the J7 might be slightly problematic for small hands. The J5's display is not that much small either. You might still need two hands to type on this display. Now the display resolution on both these devices are HD, that is 720p, and the PPI on the J7 is 267, whereas you are getting 282 PPI on the J5. So J5's resolution is better on paper, but if you ask me, I really don't see any type of difference at all. I also want to mention here the screen to body ratio is higher on the J7. Now let's talk about the actual difference, that is the performance. Though the price difference is just 2,000 rupees, you are getting much better CPU and GPU on the J7. It sports 1.59 GHz Cortex-A53 octa-core processor, whereas you are getting poor 1.19 GHz Cortex-A53 quad-core processor on the J5. The GPU is also mediocre Adreno 306, whereas you have Mali T830 on the J7. So a huge difference here. I will be talking more about this. You are getting Samsung Exynos chipset on the J7 and Qualcomm on the J5. Everything else is just the same, that is the storage, RAM, sensors, and you are getting slightly better battery on the J7, but that is needed for the bigger display and more powerful CPU. I really cannot tell which one of these devices are better. Both offer great battery backup, at least 2 full days on normal to heavy uses, and this is the main reason you should buy these J-series devices. Now let's compare the AnTuTu benchmark score, and you are getting 48,708 on the J7 and 23,307 on the J5, which is below par. Considering the price tag of 14,000 rupees, you can find devices in the 7,000 or 8,000 rupees category scoring better than this. The 3DMark Gamers benchmark score is also very poor on the J5. I have tried some hardcore games and few games are so laggy you can't even play. This not only affects the games but also the interface. For example, if I do a speed test, you will see most of the system applications are quite slow on the J5. So this is totally unacceptable for a 14,000 rupees phone. The price difference is just 2,000 rupees and the J7 is not that much bigger also, so get the J7, not the J5. There might be some white balance issue on the J5 as well. I will check that out. You might be familiar with this game called Nova 3, which is one of the most graphics intensive games on the Play Store, and this game cannot be played on the J5. Let me show you. There is terrible frame drop on the J5 and it's also very laggy sometimes. There you go. So if you are looking for a gaming device, never ever get the J5 when you have the J7 at only 2,000 rupees more. Well, apart from the gaming performance and the speed of the interface, these two phones are basically identical on the software. The cameras are also just the same with the same image quality, and you can actually check some camera samples on my Facebook page and compare. Both J5 and J7 sport front-facing camera flash, NFC, excellent battery, and very poor loudspeakers. They also share the same software features. So my final verdict is, if you are not a hardcore gamer and cannot really bear with the bigger 5.5 inches display of J7, then get the J5. Otherwise, J7 is a much better device. That's all in this review guys, thanks a lot for watching. This is Shukesh and have a nice day.